Namaste. I am Dr. Akshay Dwivedi. I am Associate Professor in Mechanical and Industrial Engineering Department, IIT Roorkee. I am also Coordinator of Tinkering Laboratory. Along with me is Professor Arup Das, who is also Associate Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department. Today, we are happy to inform the entire academic community as well as industry that we are ready with the third version of Pranvayu ventilator. We started working on this Pranvayu ventilator on March 28th, and after some 30 days, we have completed the third version. A brief history of how this particular thing actually started is something which is very important, because that particular thing ensures that yes, in very less time and with good efforts and good kind of a support from a system, we can do some very good things. We developed our version 1, the Pranvayu first, in record 3 days, which worked on controlled tidal volume, controlled pressure, and pressure trigger mode. In next 12 days, we came up with version 2 of Pranvayu, which had a CMV volume control mode, CMB volume control pressure limit mode, CMV pressure control mode, ACV volume control, and pressure control. Now with version 3, we now have much more modes which are specifically required for corona situation. We have multiple modes under volume control ventilation, again multiple modes with pressure control ventilation. Again, we have spontaneous ventilation modes. Professor Arup Das will be detailing all those particular modes in some time. The main reason or objective for development of this particular ventilator was IIT Roorkee wanted a proactive approach in this COVID scenario. We formed an informal group, and in that particular informal group, a prime requirement that was observed was development of ventilators. It was identified that whatever ventilators that are available are in very less numbers, and corona situation will be requiring many such ventilators. We started with a simple idea that inflation and deflation is something which is required for ventilators. But of course, engineers, even if they have very good background in terms of expertise, require some kind of user opinion. We were fortunate to make a particular team starting with Professor Devin Tripathi of AIIMS Rishikesh. Professor Arup Das joined in the team, and of course I was the third person. We started initially with a 3-member team to identify what are the objectives that we need to take care. The first and foremost objective was that the ventilator that we developed should be able to fulfill all requirements for corona specific cases. The second objective was ventilator should be cost effective. Third objective was if ventilator has to be produced in mass numbers, we should go with that kind of a design which uses standard components, and those components can be easily available. The challenge here was we started working on this ventilator during the lockdown period. There was absolutely no market access. In this scenario, the first situation was identification of the final flow circuit that will be following. What are the modes that we have to develop? And then comes the hardware part, then integration of hardware along with software, and then finally doing this particular fabrication job, finishing it as a final product. When we talk about the hardware part, we had certain constraints. One of the biggest constraint was that this particular ventilator cannot work on compressed air. In corona situation, it is essential that maybe a ICU has to be made in an open field. In an ICU, usually you have a compressed line available. However, in an open field, that particular compressed line is not available. Therefore, we identified that we have to develop a self-sustainable machine which can generate its own flow. Therefore, we decided to use a centrifugal prime mover. Once that particular design was completed, we did certain initial trials on a breathing lung. In that particular case, a breathing lung was used, and we tried to identify what are the pressure and tidal volume requirements, what is the resistance to that particular lung, and then finally come up with the first objective that we can have a simple design to go ahead. Once first stage was completed, then we identified what are those particular specific modes that we need to build in. We developed that in version 2, and finally today version 3 is here with all the modes that are required. In this complete development part, most important thing that was very fortunate for us was a system-wide support starting with the tinkering lab. We have facilities for 3D printing, facilities for manufacturing, facilities for developing electronic circuitry, even PCBs. We have facilities where we can use certain computer facilities for development of the software part. In this scenario, since all these facilities were available and there was no market access, we were fortunate to develop the ventilator wherein we developed multiple parts, for example, very high frequency operated solenoid valves, non-return valves, and then we can integrate those particular hardware components into the final Pranvayu version 1, 2 and now 3. With this, now I will be requesting Professor Arup Das to show the ventilator modes that we have. He will be demonstrating each and every ventilator mode. We will be showing certain graphs what are available with respect to tidal volume, with respect to pressure, and what happens whenever a trigger is there. He will also be detailing all the particular modes and then explaining what happens in reality where ventilator has to synchronize whenever a patient takes a breath on his own. Now, Dr. Tripathi from AIIMS Rishikesh will be joining us and he will be telling about the requirement of ventilators in the COVID scenario and our ventilator Pranvayu.
COVID-19 patient lung, when it is severely affected, requires ventilatory support. Such patients' lungs are very complicated and very delicate. In this condition, the ventilator not only should support the lung, also should protect the lung. It should not damage the lung further. Keeping this in mind, many national and international bodies have given specification and features in a ventilator which should be used in such patient. Our ventilator Pranavayu has all the invasive, non-invasive modes and other capabilities like safety features and alarms which will be very useful in such patient. Our ventilator will not only be useful for COVID-19 patient, it also will be useful for all other critically ill patient who requires ventilatory support in level 1 and level 2 ICU. This ventilator had achieved all the ventilatory modes successfully, and we have planned to develop it further to match with the most advanced ventilator of the world. Thank you.
Professor Arup Das.
Let me tell you the special features of this Pranvayu ventilator, which is a portable type and mechanical ventilator. In this ventilator, we have achieved several modes, and these modes are tidal volume controlled and pressure controlled. So let me start with the very basic mode, which is required for COVID-19 patients. So when the patients are actually sedated completely and they cannot take their own breath, so usually we give our first mode, which is nothing but controlled mechanical ventilation, CMV. This CMV can be of two types, which can achieve certain tidal volume and it can also achieve certain pressure. So based on that, we are having CMV-P and CMV-V versions. So first I'll be showing you CMV-V. For this, we are taking settings which is equivalent to 450 ml of tidal volume with a respiratory rate RR of 10 and inspiratory to expiratory time ratio IE as 1:2. Let me set the situations over here in my Pranvayu ventilator, and then I'll be showing you the graphs of the tidal volume, graphs of the airway pressure, as well as I'll be showing you the flow graphs, right? Now here you can see in the graph that we are having three different plots running together, and you can see that first one, which is a blue colored one, that is for the flow. So you can see that during inspiration the flow is rising up, and during expiration the flow is actually going towards the downward side, negative flow it is getting. So in each expiration and inspiration cycle, you can see that same phenomena is going to be repeated based on the setting of the ventilator. At the same time, the red curve is actually showing the pressure of the airway, which you can see just like a square pulse it is maintaining. And the third one, what you can see is the tidal volume. We have set tidal volume for 450 cc, so you can get the tidal volume is actually getting 450 cc over here. After this, let me show you the flow situations for controlled mechanical ventilation of pressure control type, that means CMV-P type. Here, let me take the settings of 25 centimeter of water column as pressure control, respiratory rate RR as 10, and inspiratory to expiratory time ratio as 1:2. Okay, let me set my ventilator in that mode. Right, now here you can see that the ventilator is actually running in CMVP with the settings whatever I have just now told you. Now you can see that all the inspiration and expiration cycles are going to the fixed pressure limit of 25 cc of water column. This red curve is actually perfectly stabilizing over there, and the corresponding tidal volume graph you can see, and finally the flow you can also observe in this graph. After showing you the controlled mechanical ventilation, let me give you the demonstration of assist control ventilation. In this assist control ventilation, what happens? The patient is not completely sedated. He is having his own breath. In between the controlled mandatory breaths, the patient can also start taking his own breath. So this is called triggering. So the triggering we can simulate in our ventilator using slide blow of our test lung. So here you can see the test lung in my hand. So if we just tear like this, so the trigger will be happening. During runtime also I will be showing you that how I am giving the triggering or simulating the lungs motion of the patient for his own breath, and that will be supported by the ventilator itself. Here also in assist control mode we are having two modes. First one is obviously volume, target volume reaching, so the tidal volume control, and second one is the pressure control mode. First I will be showing you tidal volume controlled ACV mode, that means assist control ventilation. Let's take the setting once again similar, that means 400 cc of tidal volume with a respiratory rate of 15, inspiration to expiration time ratio let us take as 1:2, and here as the triggering is involved over here, during triggering the lung pressure will be going in the downward direction. So let's take the lung pressure as -2 centimeter of H2. So that means the ventilator will be triggering its operation whenever the lung pressure is actually falling below atmosphere up to 2 centimeter of water column, right? So let me set my ventilator in that mode, then I'll be showing you the graph. Well, now here you can see the ventilator is basically running in previously showed CMVP mode, CMVV mode, and you can see that it is actually delivering controlled mandatory breath as I have shown you earlier to reach the given tidal volume. Now, if I do this action for the patient, it will be simulating the patient ventilation, and I can show you that this will be giving extra breath for the patient supported by the ventilator. So here you can see that we are doing like this, and it is actually triggering one breath over there. So you can see over there with the setting of -2, it is triggering the breath, right? So this simulates that the patient, if he or she wants to take the breath, our pranvayu ventilator is supporting the patient's breath, right? So you can see it once again. Okay, so the graph is actually showing that the patient breath is being supported for a target tidal volume. Okay, after this I will be showing you the same thing, assist control ventilation with pressure control mode. So here our target will be to reach the constant pressure, but the patient will be taking his own breath whenever triggering will be happening. So for that, let us set some parameters over here. For example, let us set the pressure controlled settings as 20 centimeter of water column, and then respiratory rate let us keep same as 15. Inspiration is to expiration time ratio let us keep as 1:2. Trigger here also will be doing at 2 centimeter of water column below atmosphere, right? So let me set my ventilator in that situation first. Now you can see that the CMV mode is actually running now with pressure control. Now whenever I will be triggering the ventilator, triggering the test lung over here, you can once again find out that it is being supported at the constant pressure. Okay, so let me show you the same feature over here. You can see now that the mandatory ventilation is going on to maintain that constant pressure. Whenever the patient will be triggering his own breath, that will be also supported for the constant pressure, right? Let me show you over here. So I am giving the triggering which is set at -2 centimeter of water column. So you can see that the patient is actually taking the breath and it is being supported at constant pressure mode by the ventilator. Okay, so several times I am doing that to show you the demonstration of the same, right? Now I will be coming to the some advanced mode. So when the patient is actually having his own sense and he is trying to take the breath but he is not able to take the breath completely, this ACB mode will be very, very helpful. Next comes a mode which is actually very important for COVID patients, that is called CPAP mode. Okay. In CPAP mode, what we do, we give some continuous positive airway pressure for ventilation. So here we maintain certain positive pressure to our lung so that if the alveoli are actually getting collapsed, that can be actually freed up. To have that, we will be showing you one mode over here which is called CPAP mode by keeping a setting of 2 centimeter of trigger, and CPAP pressure will be 12 centimeter of water column. Okay, and I will be showing you this situation with CPAP over here. I will first set the situation in my mechanical ventilator. Now you can see that the machine is actually developing a constant positive airway pressure in the lung. So you can see the lung is little inflated over here. Okay, and then if I try to take my own breath, machine should support that one. The pressure setting is now at 25 centimeter of water column. Okay, so now if I do this mechanical ventilation over here with patient triggering in CPAP mode, which you can find out over here. So you can see the patient breath is being supported in and around 25 centimeter of water column, right? So this CPAP mode is also very, very important for COVID patients, which our mechanical ventilator PranVayu has achieved. Next, I will be showing you another mode which is called pressure support mode, very, very important for the COVID-19 patients who are actually getting trouble in COVID-19. They usually are being treated in this pressure support mode. What happens in pressure support mode? We maintain certain pressure in our lung and we allow the patient to take his own breath. Whenever he wishes to take the breath, we actually support him to reach certain pressure. Okay, so in PS mode or pressure support mode, we actually find out that the patient is actually very, very in his own sense and he is actually being supported by the ventilator. Okay, so in pressure support mode, another important situation is there which is called PEEP setting. PEEP is nothing but a setting which you maintain for giving a positive pressure in your lung. So here in our mechanical ventilator, now we will be setting up a situation which is having a pressure support mode of 12 value, that means 12 centimeter of water column, and we will be doing here cycling. So what is cycling? Cycling is nothing but in pressure support mode, machine will not be determining that when the inspiration will be ending. Inspiration is being ended whenever the flow is falling down up to certain limit. So here we have set in this demonstration that the flow limit, whenever it will be falling 20% of the maximum, that is the actually cycling. So we are setting the ventilator at pressure support mode of 12 centimeter of water column, and then we will be setting minus 20% of the cycling, and we are always keeping the trigger setting of 2 centimeter of water column. Here also we will be doing the same, and I will be showing you how pressure support can be given to the COVID-19 patient using our PranVayu ventilator. So let's start the ventilator now in pressure support mode. So now you can see that the ventilator is not giving mandatory ventilation, but whenever the patient will be trying to achieve his own breath, it needs to support for the given setting of the pressure support mode. Okay, so let me show you how it is doing. Okay, so you can see that I am giving my own breath and it is being supported by the ventilator continuously, so that it is actually giving you the ventilation over here. Okay, so you can see that it is actually maintaining that constant pressure, and finally the pressure support is being achieved. Now the last few modes I will be describing you over here, though we have achieved few more modes. We will be describing a mode which is required for COVID-19 patients. Mainly this is called synchronized intermittent mandatory ventilation, SIMV. This synchronized intermittent mandatory ventilation can have two types, mainly control mode of ventilator, which is for tidal volume achieving, and the next one is the control mode of ventilator for the pressure achieving. Okay, so accordingly we call this one as SIMV-V and SIMV-P. First I will be showing you SIMV-V, and this SIMV-V will be doing with some pressure support, right? So let me set the ventilator with these settings, For tidal volume, we'll be keeping 400 cc. Respiratory rate will be keeping 15. Inspiration is to expiration will be keeping 1:2. Trigger will be setting -2 centimeter of water column, and pressure support will be giving up to 10 centimeter of water column. Let me set the system accordingly. The pranvayu ventilator will be setting in that mode. Right. Now I'll be showing you that this is working in the synchronized intermittent mandatory ventilation. So that means it will be going for a mandatory ventilation, and in between, if the patient wishes to take his own breath, then it will be going for the pressure support mode. And if it is reaching within a time window, here we have set the time window as 1 second. If it is reaching at the time window and before time window, before the mandatory breath, if it is taking within that time window taking the breath, it will be supporting as ACV mode. Okay. So let me show you that how it is happening. So you can see at the test lung. So here first you can see that it is controlled mandatory ventilation is running, and along with that you can find out that whenever I am triggering, it is giving the pressure support. Whenever I am triggering, it is giving the pressure support. And then finally, I am trying to achieve the ventilation, the pressure trigger within the ACV mode, that means the time window. So it will be going for the ACV mode. So you can see I am trying that one to achieve at the time limit of the trigger window, and you can find out it is actually supported, being supported by the ventilator pranvayu. And the last mode now I'll be showing you, which is nothing but your SIMVP. So for SIMVP, I will be setting some parameters. So let me find out some good parameters over here. Let us show the pressure control at 20 centimeter of water column. Respiratory rate, let us keep at 15 BPM. And then inspiration is to expiration, let us have 1:2. Trigger, here also will be keeping -2 centimeter of water column, and pressure support will be achieving up to 10 centimeter of water column. Right. Let's set the ventilator in that mode. Now you can see the test lung is actually operating in that setting, which just now I have told you, which is pressure control mode of 20 centimeter of water column. It is giving the mandatory ventilation over there, and then whenever we are having trigger, pressure trigger, it will be giving you pressure support up to 8 centimeter of water column. You can see now I am giving you the trigger. So it is going up to 8 centimeter of water column pressure support. And then if I try to go for time window, so small time window we have given over here, which is for 1 second. Within that, if the patient tries to take the breath, then it will be supporting it in the ACV mode. So here I can show you similar kind of demonstrations. So you can see that it is also working in SIMV P plus pressure support mode.
Okay, now I'll be showing you the ability of our pranvayu ventilator based on different lung compliance. In COVID-19, you can find out that we are having the patient which is having trouble of breathing. So his or her lung will be actually compressed. So you require some amount of more pressure to open the alveoli. To simulate the diseased lung over here, we are using this kind of weights which are of 650 gram each. Here I have put 2 over here for simulation of the diseased lung. Now the simulation is running for CMV VC mode. That means the target is to reach the fixed tidal volume, and here you can see that first we are putting this weight of 650 grams. Still the ventilator is supporting this constant tidal volume, and it is reaching up to 650 400 ml tidal volume. And then if we put another weight which is equivalent to 1.3 kg, still you will be finding out the ventilator is able to deliver 400 ml of tidal volume. So here I will be showing you that how it is actually delivering 400 ml of tidal volume despite of putting this huge amount of load on the lung, restricted lung. So you can see over here, so it is actually rising up to the same tidal volume of 400 ml, and it is delivering based on the resistance of the lung of the patient. Now one by one I will be once again taking out the weights to show that this is very, very sensitive to the lung resistance of the patient. Please note that the pranvayu display user interface can be better connected with your mobile phone, but for display over here we are showing in the tablet. Now you can see the pranvayu display is having option of different modes. Here you can see the different modes are available as CMV, ACV and CPAP, PS and SIMV all together. Now let us select today for display ACVP, and you can see first the graph whatever we are finding out, that is for the flow, and then we are having this pressure, and then finally the tidal volume. Runtime changes of other values can be also noted at the bottom. Now let me show you with some trigger that this ACVP, how it is coming into picture in these graphs. So once you see the trigger, then you can easily find out that the new cycle has been started based on trigger, and you can see the velocity, flow, and the tidal volume graphs are coming into picture. So this small peak you can see for the new triggered cycle in our user interface. The values are also changing runtime so that you can get the user interface in a proper fashion. Other modes can be selected from also here, or you can get the mode details from here, the menu also in the menu tab.
Thank you, Professor Das, for a wonderful demonstration. Now, coming to the most important part of this particular demonstration is ventilator Pranvayu has got multiple safety features, and these features are more or less with the regulatory standards. We have primarily 4 alarms. First alarm is with respect to the pressure range. Here, if pressure exceeds a particular value or it is lower than a particular value, the alarm triggers automatically. Second alarm is for tidal volume. Tidal volume is again set in a particular range. The third alarm is for prime mover. So in case there is a case of a prime mover failure, this particular alarm triggers on. The fourth alarm is for disconnection of the flow circuit. We also have another alarm which is planned for oxygen sensor. So in case if oxygen percentage is low or it becomes too high, that particular alarm senses it.
Let me tell you also the capabilities of our Pranvayu ventilator. It can work for a wide range of operating parameters. To be precise, it can give tidal volume starting from 100 cc to 1200 cc. 100 cc will be very important for the kids, and 1200 cc will be obviously not required, but it can reach in certain conditions. It can also go for different pressure levels starting from 10 to 60 centimeter of water column. The PEEP setting can be from 0 to 30 centimeter of water column, and then we are having the maximum flow rate up to 280 liter per minute. We'll be having inspiratory pause also 0.1 to 5 second, up to 0.1 to 5 second inspiratory pause it can take. This is having, already we have described that it is having several alarm systems. Side by side, it can also store its data for the patient's history, and one can use that one later on to determine the patient's scenario. And we have already demonstrated that it can work in remote mode. So whatever patient situation is there, doctor can see in his own chamber, and he can find out the patient's condition and correspondingly alter the ventilator settings. Side by side, we have tested this ventilator for a very long run. Up to, let's say, 3 days we have checked that it is working uninterruptedly and it is giving the support to the COVID patient. And it is also connected to a power backup. So at present it can give a power backup of something around 15 minutes without interruption. Now I'll request Professor Akshay Dwivedi to describe what is the price range of this ventilator and what are the limitations.
Thank you, Arup. But before I talk about the price point of this particular ventilator, there is something which is very important, and I would like to explain those things to all the people. First and foremost, when we started working on this particular ventilator, we did not know what is going to be the final outcome. Now, after 30 days, where the complete team has been working on this particular ventilator, we have developed it as a system, and this particular system can actually serve in the COVID scenario. This all happened because we had support from a very good system. We got very good motivation as well as support from the director, IIT Roorkee, Professor Ajit Chaturvedi. Each and every day, Professor Manish Srikhande, who is Dean Sric, IIT Roorkee, was in touch, and he was constantly monitoring any kind of a support that was required to us, and he was also continuously monitoring the progress part. Professor M. Pareda, Deputy Director, was always in touch. Apart from these, there are few people who are part of IIT Roorkee system, and their valuable contribution is actually responsible for this complete work to come up. I would like to name few of them: Professor N.P. Padhi, Professor Ravi Kumar, Professor B.K. Gandhi, Professor Inderveer Singh, Professor Vishnu P. Das, Professor Anshu Anand, Professor K.B. Mishra, Professor Soma Rohatgi, Professor Mayank Goswami, Professor Dharmendra Singh, Dr. Alok Anand, Dr. Raj Khurana from Devband, Ananya Bhargav, Professor Nagendra Kumar, Professor Sharmili Das, Harshid Lakra, and Ms. Sonika Srivastav. Apart from that, we get very good cooperation from the local administration, especially SP Rural and DIG Haridwar. We got very good support from Praveen Roy from DST. This particular ventilator was developed during the lockdown period, and we had tremendous problems while any tried to procure anything from the market. In this regard, the student community of IIT Roorkee came to our rescue. We got very good support from multiple student technical councils, starting with Team Robocon, Team SAE, Team Mars, IIT Roorkee Motorsports, and especially the Cinemat section of IIT Roorkee. Our team appreciates the support, motivation, and guidance provided by Dr. Ravi Kant, Director AIMS Rishikesh, and administrative staff of AIMS Rishikesh. With that, now I would like to explain what are the limitations of this particular ventilator before I talk about the price point. There are not many limitations. Of course, there are few. First one is, right now we are controlling oxygen manually. We have an electronic system to control the oxygen concentration, but still that particular system is now not operational. So we are controlling the oxygen part manually. The second, I would say, not a problem, but maybe an advancement that is required is, right now our ventilator is working as an invasive mode. So basically we can develop non-invasive modes, and there is some algorithm which has to be incorporated in it. We already have developed that particular algorithm, but still that incorporation of that algorithm is required. Now to the last point, price point. I am happy to say that bill of material cost of this particular ventilator is 25,000 rupees. This particular design, which is using simple components which can be easily accessed from the market, industry can actually develop these kind of ventilators in mass numbers. Now it is time for the real people who actually did physical work behind this particular ventilator project. These people were a team of self-motivated students as well as faculty members, of course with online support from Dr. Devendra Tripathi at AIMS Rishikesh. I will request Professor Arup Das to introduce our team members who are here. Professor Arup.
Myself, Dr. Arup Kumar Das from Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering, IIT Roorkee. Our team lead, Dr. Akshay Dwivedi, he is also from Mechanical and Industrial Engineering Department, IIT Roorkee. I will also introduce the team members. From my left, Mr. M.B. Darshan, Mr. Avik Shaha, Mr. Lokesh Rohila. All of them have taken care of the flow circuitry of the Pranvayu ventilator. Then at my back, we are having Mr. Maran, Mr. Subramaniam. They have handled all the electronic components of this Pranvayu ventilator. For our mechanical equipments and fabrication, we are having Mr. Tanmay, Mr. Sandeep, and Mr. Anuj. And then in my right, I can show you that we are having Abhishek. He has taken part in the CAD modeling. Majority of the CAD drawings he has done. Then we are having Gajanan. He has actually taken care of different valve settings. He has prepared lots of valves for this Pranvayu ventilator. Mr. Jashpal ji, he is actually our AWS of this tinkering lab.